Welcome to Warriorz Talk, a show that shocks the nation and brings them on a mission of decolonization. Today on our show, we have a gem. We have an individual that is well-versed in the art of keeping it lyrical. He's a young vet. He's been around. He's traveled. He's refined his style. He's holding the belt for the 90s. You can feel it in his style. You can feel it in his ways. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're home right now, put your hands together for JO COMPADRE.
Great introduction, my brother. Appreciate you.
Joe, I'm happy you made it to our show, man. Happy you chose to do the interview with us. Man, many blessings are to come, and I thank you very much personally, bro.
Appreciate you guys likewise, man.
Yeah, well.
The boy Jadakiss, you know what I mean? You know who I'm with. Compadre, you heard? We're gonna check this new joint out. This joint right here is called Soulful. Shout out to Montreal.
Joe, where you born? What are your origins? Where you
I
from?
was born in Montreal. Originally my parents come from Dominican Republic. So I was born in the south central section of the city. You know what I mean? For the people that don't know, that's like close to starting Ontario Saint Laurent until you get to the Frontenac section.
Okay, Frontenac. Yeah, I know the area. I know the
Yeah.
area. Oh, okay. Well, how are you adapting to Montreal culture? How would you?
I feel like, you know, it has developed so much too, right? But I didn't know a lot of sections of the city. I didn't know a lot of the cultures that were going on. Like, let's say when I came to this side, this section.
Okay.
You know, I was seeing different things.
You were staying basically in your area, you would say?
A lot. The
Okay.
East, you know
that
what I mean?
happens a lot in where we're from, Montreal. Happens a lot.
Yeah.
You people that are in their sections in the east, they mainly never visit the west.
Definitely.
You know, I know people that are all the way like out east. They've never went to Beaconsfield in Montreal, and likewise the other way.
Exactly.
Joe, I want to ask you, what is the biggest difficulty for an English-speaking rapper in a Montreal setting in the business of music, basically?
I feel like the politics when it comes to the whole province.
Would you say they don't put a light on the English-speaking rappers as much as they do the French ones?
Yeah, they try to shade us a lot. They try to put us, you know what I'm saying, in the
Fair
dark.
enough, I would say that's true.
You feel me? And it's not an advantage. At the end of the day, we got to deal with that. A lot of people say that when you make it out of, I'd say New York, you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
But I'd say Montreal, like in terms of for a rapper, it's like,
I think, yeah, in this day and age, I think that statement would be more fitting for us.
You feel me? They
It feels
don't
like
know.
a bubble that's just waiting to bust. That's how I would describe it.
100%. 100%.
Joe, you said in the beginning you were from Dominican descent.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this because I happen to be a Zoe. What is your thoughts on the conflict that is going on between Haitians and the Dominicanos?
Well, you know, it's all due to colonization to first start with it.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
you touched on it, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it first starts with that simply because we were dropped off somewhere that we didn't even know where we were going. Basically, we were supposed to go to India, ended up going landed in DR. You know what I mean? Like that's just concerning the people that were supposed to do their job, right? But then us as a people that suffered the consequences of that, we're not seeing each other as brothers. We're seeing each other as, you know,
As enemies.
as enemies. You know what I'm saying? When the whole issue has been provoked by people that still got their bloodline is linked to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that Trujillo, the guy that actually shaped that issue a lot, was a descendant of Toussaint Louverture directly.
Wow.
He was directly linked to his bloodline. That's, you know.
Joe, would you say that this is something that you've come to find out through your own research? Or would you say that this is something that your parents gave you a legacy of open-mindedness to know these? Do you say that openly and you learned this from Dominicans, or it was your own personal research?
It's definitely a mixture of both, because my pops, being black, he's a dark-skinned Dominican. So since my pops is black, he was always telling me, like, don't fall for the glitch. You know what I mean? Like, look at the facts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
they kind of confused us in a way, right?
Yes.
So the Haitians are your brothers in a way, and also when it comes to the Trujillo part, it was my research. Nobody knew that shit. Like for every time I speak on it, people are trying to look for the facts, but it's right in their faces. You feel me? It's
a lot of times it's like they say, it's hidden in plain sight.
It's in plain sight. Yeah.
We have a theme on our show because we're warriors, and people suffer from, colonization of the mind. How would you propose to decolonize one's mind?
I feel like you have to do a deep job when it comes to yourself. So you have to deprogram yourself and start understanding that everything has a root. So decolonization to me is touching with your roots. You know what I mean? Like getting deeper into.
In terms of roots, you mean culturally or roots within yourself?
Within yourself. Like
the foundations of perhaps your fears or your traumas or things of that nature? Or do you mean the root of your culture?
Yeah, I mean the roots of
where you come from.
Of your culture, of course, because that's in terms of like we're speaking of colonization. So
that's right.
We have to get into that, right?
That's right. We have to look into that. How did it start? How did the conflict begin?
Yeah.
In first place, yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's really not serving us. If we could really observe through time, we notice that it has not served us.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not, man. And to say that, Haiti, the name of Haiti is a term that comes from the Taino language.
Yeah, Haiti. Yeah.
Exactly. So even that has its, you know what I mean?
True, indeed.
Definitely.
Well said.
Let it alone, we came in too strong, ain't nothing like home. I feel like a beast, too sure to be wrong. I've been on this front, projecting my lungs, it's hard to be weak.
How did rap come into your life? How did rap show up?
Rap was I was looking at it in a way where expression, you know what I'm saying? Like what could fit my reality in terms of like what if I choose music, why would I go for rock and roll, or why would I go for?
Okay, you're speaking as a rapper.
As a rapper, yeah.
But as far as rap music itself, how did that like come into your life? What's the story behind rap showing up in your life?
Yeah.
Was it at a young? Because you're Dominican,
exactly.
And your parents are definitely not gonna play.
Yeah.
So did you start as a fan of rap, or?
I think we all do start as fans. You know what I mean? That's for everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
But definitely, like I looked at it in a way where I was like, I like this sound. I was like 6, 7 when I first heard it.
6, 7, okay.
6 or 7 years old when I first heard it.
Who was your first? Sorry to interrupt you. What was your first? What was the first rapper you liked?
Man, I liked a lot of Method Man.
Ooh.
Corrupt.
Ooh.
I was into the early stuff like JO the Damager.
Ooh, heavy.
I was into all of that. Even Corrupt, I used to like a lot of his stuff back then.
Yeah, still to this day, I would say he's one of the most underrated lyrical guys that was from the West Coast of America.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
He's still from the East Coast though, but you know what I mean?
True, he's from Philly?
From Philly, yeah.
Yeah, Philly.
So a lot of that, you know what I mean? Simply coming from where I come from, you know what I'm saying? The South Central section is a rough spot, rough place, and I felt like hip-hop kind of communicated on that, you know what I mean?
That's dope,
just letting
man.
people know,
What's
coming from the
on?
bottom, exactly what's going on for us. So, yeah.
Were you amongst friends that also were fans of rap and wanted to rap, or were you like one of few?
Nah. I feel like all of us wanted to spit. You know what I'm saying? But we weren't all equipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's the process of elimination. That got to come
down. No
down.
disrespect to my
no
brothers.
Disrespect to nobody.
You know what I'm saying? We all fans of this shit at the end of the day, so yeah.